As of the point in time count in 2019, there were about 6,500 or so homeless people in the district. So Everyone Home DC has an array of programs to provide support to people at risk of or experiencing homelessness. We do everything from homelessness prevention for families to street outreach and operating a day center for chronically homeless individuals. We also have short and long-term housing programs, and we're active in advocacy that focuses on long-term solutions that will work to end homelessness. Our street outreach program is designed to meet people where they are and address their immediate needs, including just basic survival issues, especially in the extreme heat and cold weather. But our real goal is to get every single one of our clients in our street outreach program into permanent housing. Unfortunately, there's currently only about one housing solution for every 10 people who need a place to live. And so that means that we have to help them to stay connected to the community and to services and to stay as healthy and have the best life that they can until we can get them housed. So our street outreach program is staffed by some really phenomenal people who work every day with people experiencing homelessness who live outside primarily. And they go out on the street every day and find them. They may, for some people, need to accompany them to medical appointments or to replace an ID. For some folks, they're finding out, what do they need to stay warm in the winter. We talked to an individual today, for example, who was asking for a long winter coat and some warmer pants because he's staying outside and it's getting really cold. The long-term goal is housing, so we also participate in the coordinated entry system that the city has to match the people who are most in need with the right kind of housing. Shirley's Place is a really special place. It's one of the very few drop-in day centers in the city, and we offer services here at Shirley's Place that most of us take for granted when we have homes. So, for example, clients come in here and they use the bathroom. They can cook a meal or heat up something to eat. And this year we had a record 1,400 showers taken here. Folks also do laundry. That's a really popular service. If you live outside or even if you live in a shelter some of the time, you often don't have access to things like laundry. And for people's health and hygiene, they need to be washing their clothes and taking showers and so forth. So one of the things that we like to encourage everyone to do, and that our staff tries to do, is to really get to know the people who are experiencing homelessness in our neighborhood. One of the things that's really painful for them is when people walk by them intentionally ignoring them, or sometimes even worse, yelling insults at them. People experiencing homelessness are people, they're our neighbors, they're part of our community, and it's important to treat them as such. As the city continues to gentrify, we are finding that some of our people experiencing homelessness are facing a lot more antagonism, particularly where there have been some encampments. The people who have moved into the neighborhood don't want to see that, but the people who are there and have been there, perhaps for a long time experiencing homelessness, they need a safe place to stay. And until we can house them, they're going to be there because that's where they need to live and to be safe and to have a community of their own. And so I like to tell folks that if they don't want to see encampments, they don't want to see panhandlers, then we all need to really communicate to our city's leaders that funding and supporting programs that house people and help them to stay housed is a real priority. And we need to talk to our neighbors and our friends and our churches and educate folks about the fact that housing ends homelessness. It's not needing drug treatment or this or that. We need housing, and we need to make sure that we care about our neighbors who are unhoused and get them into housing rather than just trying to push them out of sight. I have to remain hopeful, and I know that if we all are talking to our neighbors, to our A&C commissioners, to our mayor and council members, we can really make a difference and we can end homelessness.